After clearing the capsular bag from all of its contents, now it is time to insert the intraocular lens. There are different types of IOLs, some of which come preloaded in an injector, while others need to be loaded manually at the time of surgery. Before inserting the intraocular lens, you need to make sure that you fill the capsular bag with viscoelastic so that it accommodates the IOL. You should start injecting as you're entering through the main wound, because if you enter without injecting, you may accidentally puncture the posterior capsule with the tip of your cannula. Direct your needle downwards towards the capsular bag, and watch for a wave indicating that the bag is getting formed by viscoelastic. As you're going out, make sure that there is some viscoelastic within your corneal wound, as this will make it smoother to insert the IOL injector. If the width of your corneal wound is less compared to the IOL injector, you can go in again with a keratome and enlarge it. Go in through the previously formed incision, and while going out, enlarge the wound from the sides. Now hold the injector in a bevel down position so that its direction will be towards the capsular bag. If you find some resistance while going through the incision, try to rotate the injector to the sides gently until it tucks in. Once you're inside, make sure that you're directing the injector downwards towards the capsular bag. When you're in the proper position, start injecting the intraocular lens gently, and as soon as the IOL is getting released, make sure that the edge of the leading haptic is placed inside the bag and not in the sulcus. Once the leading haptic is placed safely in the bag, now complete injecting the IOL, even if the trailing haptic is not within the bag, because you can place it there afterwards. Now use a Sinskey hook to make sure that both haptics are within the bag and that the IOL is properly centralized. You can confirm that both haptics are in the bag by dialing the IOL from the haptic-optic junction, making sure that it rotates freely. You can also confirm the location of the optic in relation to the edge of the rhexis to make sure that the IOL lies within the bag. If you leave one haptic in the bag and the other in the sulcus, this will lead to IOL decentration postoperatively. Before closing the eye, it is a good habit to double-check that you haven't inserted the IOL flipped with the opposite direction facing upwards. The relation of the haptics to the optic in a properly placed IOL should have the configuration of the letter Z. If the IOL is flipped, it will have the configuration of the letter S. So always remember, S means stop what you're doing and adjust the IOL.